everybody, happy Friday. This week we have been talking about life is a picnic because sometimes that is very, very true. Sometimes we just have to get out the blanket or the throw, just put it out on the grass and just grab things that we have in the house and just make it into a makeshift meal. And it's just so fun sometimes to just get outside, especially when it's nice and cool, and just enjoy being outside and getting that vitamin D and just having fun with your friends or family. And I wanted to first share a scripture because when I think about picnics in the Bible, this is immediately what comes to mind for me. And you probably know the scripture, and it is Matthew 14:18 through 21, and it says, "Bring them here," he said, talking about Jesus. Then he told the people to sit down on the grass. Jesus took the 5 loaves and 2 fish, looked up toward heaven and blessed them. Then, breaking the loaves into pieces, he gave the bread to the disciples, who distributed it to the people. They all ate as much as they wanted, and afterward the disciples picked up 12 baskets of leftovers. About 5,000 men were fed that day, in addition to all the women and children. Now, what an awesome picnic that would have been, to be in the presence of Jesus and his disciples with all those other people out on the hillside, breaking bread with him and eating all of the food as we listened and soaked in his wisdom. And it's just a wonder to even think about that moment, but also the truth is we can have those kinds of moments ourselves. We can, like I said, grab that picnic basket, that blanket, that towel. We can unfurl it out on the grass. We can have a simple meal of bread and fish, or sandwiches, or peanut butter and jelly. Have fruit punch and soda and just whatever you want. Your choices are what make the picnic. And it can be fancy, it can be haphazard, it can be fun, it can be, romantic, it can be silly, whatever you want the theme to be, whatever you want the setting to be. If you're not a grass person, do a picnic on the porch, do a picnic on your tailgate, do a picnic in your driveway. The sky is the limit, because however you make your picnic, it's how you want it to be. It's how the people that come to the picnic, the creation that you make together, maybe you have just a color of nature party, or you have a, painted party, and everybody has to bring a food in a certain color. Maybe they have to bring their own towel of a certain color. Maybe they have to wear a certain color. It can be anything that you want. And so really, when I say life is a picnic, it's not all about being happy and silly and all of that stuff. It's also looking at your life as a picnic. Can you use what you have to make the life that you want? Especially when you take those thoughts and you take those wishes and desires and you give them to God, and you ask for his blessing, you ask for his guidance, and you ask for his leadership. And in turn, he blesses you. He turns that little that you have into a significant blessing, and he gives you the inspiration and the words that you need in the moments when you need them, that you can have the life that you want. It all depends on what you bring to the party, the decisions that you make in the moments that you make them, who you spend your time with. All of those things have a factor in making your life and your picnic how you want it to be. I just want you to think of the possibilities, to have fun with it, to really invest in it, and encourage your kids to see things that way. Encourage them to really put things together. Sometimes the best little accidents can be a wonderful teaching moment. And if you can start showing your kids how to use what they have and putting it together to really make something wonderful, it doesn't have to be super fancy. It doesn't have to be, exuberant or lavish or anything like that. Sometimes it's all about being simple. And I just encourage you to take a look to see what you have around you, to see the blessings you have, how that can be multiplied, how that can truly be turned into a wonderful picnic and a blessing in your life. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend with your kids or your friends, that you may have a picnic for International Picnic Day, and that you just have fun as you think about this message. And I encourage you to hold those you love close, let them know how much you care. Thank God for His blessings, and I'll talk to you soon.